Okay, so I've been shopping and I bought the Bourne Ultimatum, the special edition, and I'm quite excited about it. But that is not the point. The point is I have a list. A 12-part series, one every day until 2008. The top 10 moments in the Brotherhood 2.0, starting with January. And I'm going to try to do this 1 month at a time in less than 4 minutes per video. But this video doesn't count for being 5 minutes because I had to explain everything. January's top 10 moments, in no particular order, are January 2nd, John said, "I won't be good at this." What? January 4th, John Green is primarily responsible for the Bush administration, according to him. Bad John. January 5th, Hank sings for the first time, and we thank goodness for that because it gave way eventually to Song Wednesdays, which we all know and love. My personal favorite moment is the Battle of the Books from both Hank and John, the Battle of the Harry Potter books over the Brotherhood Book Club book, and John's consequent version of the Battle of the Books with the many versions of Looking for Alaska. And that reminds me, how's book club going, guys? But on the subject of book club, I do have a story. I was at Borders buying books for the Angel Tree thing that I mentioned in my Projects for Awesome video, and I had this stroke of genius while I was standing in Borders trying to decide what to go for next. So I went to the nice Borders lady. She said, "Can I help you find anything?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "I wish to inform you that tomorrow we will be killed with our families." You should have seen her face. It was priceless. Yeah, very strange looks. She's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "No, it's a book title." She's like, "Oh," but they didn't have it. So that was unfortunate. But it was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. On January 10th, we were introduced for the first time to Brotherhood 2.0 resident mathematician Daniel Biss, and on the 16th of January to Maureen Johnson. The 18th and 19th featured Nanny Nanny Rich Kid, Funny Dog, and Picnic Table Park Bench, and also The Survey, which as soon as I finish with this series of videos, I'm going to do with my sister. Did you know that, Janaea? We're doing The Survey. January 23rd and also the 24th were momentous occasions for Brotherhood 2.0. Hank called Catherine his girlfriend because it was fake time, and also we had the first glimpse of Hank loving money when he spoke of Catherine's earning the Prince honor, which of course reminds me of September 19th, or was it 18th, Luck of My Life and the whole wedding thing, and Dad 1.0 posted Hank and Catherine's wedding video and the toast and the rat poison thing. Yeah, September 19th, 18th. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's my favorite song, other than Deathly Hallows, and that John's toast at Hank's rehearsal dinner. There's a link if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I think most nerdfighters will, about how Hank loves money. It also was the first appearance of In Your Pants jokes, and the 24th we saw the In Your Pants Jokes book, which eventually was used as a scavenger hunt clue. The Second Coming, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. The 29th of January was Hank's 4-part harmony with Will You Miss Me When I'm Gone from Your Pants? And yes, we will. I should mention, though, that John actually inspired that a few days prior. And, of course, Everyone Poops. We also flipped off a Hummer for the first time in January. I don't know if there was 10 of those, but I just want to point out a couple of more things. We had our first accidental textual communications in January. Didn't take too long there. And I believe, unless they mess up again, there were only 3 textual communication slips in this entire project, which is pretty good for 365 days. And also the first 2 challenges, which were failed in their first attempts, the Eat 5 Sheets of Toilet Paper While Discussing the Political Situation in Nepal challenge and the Strawberry Hill challenge.